Hey guys, just wanted to check in with you this week and give you a little bit of information about this the night activity that we have on Halloween night. First of all, I just want to say I realize that people feel differently about Halloween. I'm not a big fan of Halloween in general. I think that it's a very secular holiday. Kids are eating a ton of candy. Sugar's not great for you. And then there's the whole play with evil and death and skeletons and that sort of thing. So I've historically have not been a very big fan. Our kids didn't participate in Halloween except maybe one year when they were just about aging out of going around trick or treating. So I've been hesitant to do much with Halloween. A lot of the local churches will do fall holidays and things like that just to try to avoid it. So I do believe that the devil is real and that demons are real and death is a real thing. So I'm not real big on kids dressing up in like scary costumes and that sort of thing. But having said that, Halloween night is probably the only night in the entire year where your neighbors will come to your house and actually come to your door and ring the doorbell. And so you have a chance to interact with them. And so this year we're doing an activity to try to engage our neighbors. So we don't even have to go to their door. So here's what we have planned. Our house is going to do it, the Sloss's house, and perhaps some of you will want to do this activity at your house. So we're open to this happening in multiple locations. So let me describe for you a little bit of what we plan to do. And this isn't strict. You can do some variations of this, but it's an outreach. And so what we plan to do is, instead of being inside of our house when people come to the door on Halloween, and instead of going away and not giving out candy at all, we're going to set up in our driveway with a table and some chairs. I plan to grill some hot dogs and we'll make some popcorn. We'll have some an ice chest of some bottled waters. And so when the families come with their children to get candy from our house, we're just going to meet them in the driveway. And so we do plan to give out some candy, and we'll have this food available for people who want it for free. And then as we give out candy, I've also had printed up some invite cards to church. And so I'll have some of these available on Sunday if you need some of them as well. And so we're going to pass those out. We're going to talk to our neighbors. We'll get to know some people, perhaps get their names, people that we don't know in our neighborhood, and just be friendly and meet. It's kind of a meet and greet. So we're going to meet and greet and invite. And of course, we're open to having deeper conversations about the Lord if people are so inclined, but generally it's going to be kind of light in the sense of just getting to know our neighbors a little bit better and chit-chatting with them. Hopefully the food will help them to hang around a little longer maybe than they would. And then, of course, the literature that we'll give out. So we'll have some gospel tracts with the Redeemer's website on there that we'll give out, and those invite cards as well. I'll probably pass out the invite cards first, and then when I run out, I'll use the tracts or both if people even seem slightly interested in the conversation. Anyway, so I'm hoping that others of you will do this as well. And our neighborhood is very conducive to this because our neighborhood is lighted, and because we're in a compact neighborhood where all the neighbors live really close together. And so we generally have a lot of people coming through, people that are not even a part of our neighborhood. So if you live in a neighborhood like that, where you're going to have a lot of people trick-or-treating and where you'd like to get to know your neighbors better, I would encourage you to do this at your house as well. So we could, it'd be great if we have 5 or 6 families that were doing this in their neighborhood. If you live in a place where it's not like that and you want to join in either at our house or at the Sloss's house or at another house that's doing it, I would encourage you to do that. It will be helpful to have perhaps 2 or 3 families from the church at each location. I think it helps to have children. We don't have any small children at our house. So it helps to have kids because kids interact with other kids and that sort of thing. It makes the conversation easier. I think there's an advantage in evangelism to people who have kids, because the kids are going to chit chat and get to play with one another and get to know one another. And then you have a chance to talk to other parents. So if you don't have anything planned that night, you don't know what you're doing, you don't want to do anything at your house, try to plug in at one of the houses that is doing this. So for sure, we are, and the Schlosses are for sure doing this. I'm not sure who else might be inclined. Let me know if you want to do this as well, and then hopefully by Sunday we'll know who all's doing this, and then others of you can join in at the houses where this is going on. Anyway, hope you're having a great week. See you later.